so we're here with Nicolas and Joanne Klein, and Nick's got some things to say about what is it? The getting into the cloud. You're in the Exchange side of things, aren't you, Nick?
I am.
Yeah.
So you know that I started in the Exchange world.
Yeah.
And Exchange is one of the examples that we have about the commoditization of services to get people into cloud. And once your mail is in the cloud, it's great because you don't worry about mailbox size and that kind of thing. But you're kind of missing the point of cloud. And if there's not more value for my data being in cloud than it is being on premises, then what's the point of going to cloud? And commoditization of service very quickly takes us into business value. And this is where I think SharePoint currently is the killer application. And we need to get over the commoditization phase really quickly so we can get to the value phase, which I honestly believe in my heart of hearts currently is SharePoint Online.
Yeah, so Joanna, that's a space that you're really familiar with and working and giving that kind of value. So do you see that kind of connection? What could you add to that?
Absolutely. I would say end users by and large, Outlook, from on-prem Exchange versus Outlook online Exchange, there's very little difference from an end user perspective. Yeah. Where the big differentiator is OneDrive, I would say, and OneDrive for Business and SharePoint, for sure. So a good entry point is OneDrive, replacing everybody's personal network shares, and then bring in SharePoint when you're trying to convey to the organization what should you store in SharePoint, OneDrive versus what should you store in SharePoint. So I completely agree with that.
Look, I know that we're at an NDA event. I'm not talking about secret stuff here, but what we are seeing in terms of trends are that SharePoint's becoming a lot easier to use, to add content, and for just your average user to be able to create pages and sites and stuff. The collaboration space is becoming far easier to use in the modern experience.
Yes, I recently wrote a blog post about the differentiators between classic and modern, and definitely for net new users, the modern experience is leaps ahead of the classic experience, for sure.
Nick, actually, hang on, let me think about this. I'm trying to say, what advice would you give to someone who has just been helping customers or themselves into just the Exchange space? How do they expand a bit more to start using the collaborative pieces of Office 365 and SharePoint?
I agree that you want to start using OneDrive really quickly.
OneDrive?
Then you need to get into how easy it is to do just about anything in SharePoint, but there is a learning curve. So get over that learning curve really quickly.
Right. Yeah. And what advice would you give Joanne to make that transition of more than just Exchange?
I think replacing network shares, whether they're personal or team shares, is a great use case. Although don't do a lift and shift. There's kind of a manual cleanup effort in there to kind of modernize it, make it better suited for searchability, that kind of thing. So there is some work that has to go in, but lots of value in that.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks guys. We'll share that a bit later. Bye for now.